Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watchman is here through our latest update on Hurricane Ida. This is the latest radar for south central United States. We're already starting to get rain moving into parts of Alabama, Mississippi, and parts of extreme eastern, southeast Louisiana, as some of those outer rain bands begin to approach the coast. Right now, it's still a Category 1 hurricane with an air pressure of 984 millibars and roughly 85 mile an hour sustained winds, according to the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. Preparation should be rushed to completion right now, as the hurricane is going to be intensifying very, very rapidly. Winds are expected to be about 130 miles an hour. They did come down about 10 miles an hour, but still, regardless, it's going to be a catastrophic hurricane for this area. Winds of about 130 mile per hour sustained winds for the south central, the southeastern Louisiana area. So we're going to be talking about this hurricane as it begins to approach Louisiana. We'll be doing updates once every 3 hours throughout the entire day. So we will be doing that, and also we'll be talking about the threats that you should be prepared for if you do decide to stay in this area and not evacuate. There will be very, very strong winds, flooding, storm surge, 10 to 15 inches of rain, and isolated tornadoes and flying debris. So again, another very, very potentially catastrophic hurricane for this area. So, in terms of satellite, this is what we're looking at right now. Winds are about 85 miles per hour. This is what the aircraft reconnaissance is saying. They did find an air pressure about 985, 984 millibars. Haven't found anything stronger than that. We do have Tropical Depression 10 that has developed as of this is the latest update. We still have this system, which it's still there. Still thriving. And then here we have, let me do a refresh right here. And then this is, as of 10 a.m., winds remain at about 85 miles per hour, 984 millibars, so it's gone down 1 millibar. This is what they are saying. Ida expected to begin rapid intensification soon. Preparation to protect life and property should be rushed to completion today in the warning area along the northern Gulf Coast. In terms of graphics, this is the latest forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. So, it is expected to become a major Category 4 hurricane upon landfall. This is as of 10 a.m. It's going to begin to start rapidly intensifying. Here you go, as you can see right here. Here's the center of circulation right here. It's going to be moving northwest, and it's going to actually slow down over Louisiana and produce very heavy amounts of rain. So flooding is going to be a big issue with Hurricane Ida as it approaches tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening is when it's going to be making landfall in south central to southeast Louisiana. So again, winds right now are only 85 miles an hour, but you can see, as we've been doing these updates, you can see the wind field has grown a lot. If you remember when I was down here, the wind field was incredibly tiny, and it was only off, it was down here, it was only off to the east-northeast a little bit over parts of Cuba, but now it's much more round and much more, it's more round, which means it's more bundled in an area, and it isn't really sheared at all whatsoever. There's very little to almost no wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico, little to no dry air, and it's very conducive because it's very warm water temperatures, 39 to 30 degrees centigrade, water temperatures in this part of the Gulf. And as it continues to move northwest, those water temperatures only get warmer, 30 to 31 degrees centigrade, and eventually 31 to 32 degrees centigrade as it makes its way along the north central Gulf Coast near Louisiana, where it could really intensify right before landfall. So this is what we're looking at right here. This is where it's at. It's going to continue moving in this direction, and again, we're already starting to see some rain bands moving into the north central coast, Louisiana, right now as we speak. So that's what we got there. So with this system, as you can see, flooding is going to still be a threat. Again, 10 to 15 inches of rain along south central Louisiana. And we're going to continue to see rain as it moves all the way up through this area of the United States. But the majority of the heavy rain is going to remain in Louisiana. There's going to get some heavy rain in Mississippi and Alabama. But a lot of that heavy rain is going to move its way into, I believe that is, parts of Mississippi and Tennessee, and Kentucky, or Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kentucky are the states that are going to get the heaviest rain. Parts of extreme eastern Arkansas could also get some heavy rain. But over here in this area of Mississippi and Alabama, you could also see some isolated tornadoes. Is also possible with the storm. So they haven't released their tornado outbreak, or not tornado outbreak, their tornado probabilities with this hurricane yet. But I do assume by tomorrow morning they will be talking about tornadoes and the possibility of tornadoes in east of Louisiana. So you got to worry about tornadoes. I do expect there to be a tornado watch in this area right here. I do expect there to be a tornado watch, and I do expect there to be some tornado warnings. Also, definitely along the coast, as we might get some water spots that move on land and turn into tornadoes. We may see some near Mobile, Alabama. Gulfport, Mississippi might see some tornadoes. So that's also something that we're going to have to watch out for, is some tornadoes in this area too. Flooding definitely going to be a problem also. So those are just some of the threats that you're going to have to deal with if you do indeed stay and try to ride out the storm. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so again, now there is a 50% chance of flash flooding, a high probability of flash flooding in the New Orleans area, in the Lake Charles area. Right here, we're having a moderate to a high chance of flooding. Really, it's been more concentrated to the north central Gulf of Mexico, or the south central United States, I should say, is where they're going to have a majority of the heaviest rain. Is where they're going to have the heaviest rain from this hurricane. Jacksonville, that's in Florida. Jackson, Mississippi is going to get some also heavy rain. So really, Louisiana and Mississippi is going to have the biggest chance of flooding. And so if you live in this area of the red or the pink, there's a good chance that that area that you live in could get flooded. So be prepared for that. Also, be prepared for widespread power outages along south central to southeast Louisiana, as again we will have over 120 to 130 mile per hour sustained winds coming through there. We'll have flash flooding, lots of storm surge. So there's going to be a lot of heavy wind with this storm. So definitely expect power outages across the south part of the state of Louisiana. That is definitely going to be something that is very likely. Radar, this is what we're looking at right now. I don't know why it's not playing, but there it is. There you go. There we got some radar, as you can kind of see. Some outer bands moving over Miami-Dade right here, and the Miami area. So again, flooding is certainly going to be a big problem with this system. Let's kind of look at something now. So that is certainly. Do we have any comments, questions, or concerns at this moment? Hey, you're doing an awesome job. Thank you. Great job. Not a problem. Not a problem. I will continue to do these updates. If you want to have more updates from the Hurricane Watch team, feel free. I'm going to actually put this in the chat. We actually have a Discord, so whenever there's a tropical system, tropical cyclone, or hurricane, you'll be able to talk directly to directly to the Hurricane Watch team to get the latest updates and our own predictions, what we think will happen with the system, and what you should do if you think you want to stay, and the things that you'll have to deal with if you want to stay. I'm going to put that in the description. It's a Discord. You can talk directly to the Hurricane Watch team. You can talk to our members. You can talk one-on-one, and we will walk you through hour by hour of what is going to happen with the storm. Feel free to ask all the questions you want. We want you to be safe. We want you to be prepared, and we don't want there to be any questions or any confusion about this tropical system as it moves into Louisiana. This isn't just for this system. This is for any system around the world. We're talking about tropical cyclones in India, Australia, New Zealand, typhoons in Japan, typhoons in South Korea, typhoons in China, typhoons in the Philippines. We're talking about hurricanes, typhoons, tropical cyclones all around the world is what we do. So right now this is the biggest storm that we're dealing with, but I'm going to put that in the chat right now. If you want to join it, feel free to join it if you are interested in that. It doesn't cost anything. Let me go put that in the description to the chat as quickly as I can. Copy link. And also you can go in the chats and ask questions on our streams. So that's another way you can get in touch with us if you want to, is also talk to us through our chat on our streams. So let me go put that in right now. So that is the Discord if you want to join it. 100% free. So if you want to join it, that would be great. If you don't want to join it, that's fine too. So I'm going to get right back into this. I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone was interested about it, because I've been talking about it for a few days. So yeah. All right, so let's get back into this. What do we got here? This is loading, so just give it a minute. Mission 1, I think it's mission 9. This is going into Ida, I believe. So as you can see there, that is where the storm is at. You can see all these different drop zones. So they did find 985. Zoom in and look at this drop zone right here. Also on Real Earth, you gotta go to relative and select the time. Oh, this is. There's so much happening. Okay, so here is the, I don't know, this is just the speed. I don't think this tells me what the wind is. 60. How to... So as they go in the storm, we will be getting the latest updates from the aircraft reconnaissance, which currently they are right over here. There they are right there. This will actually work. Wonderful. I know they're west. I know that much. I just don't see it. I mean, I know they're west of the storm. I swear I swear they are. I just don't see the airplane. That can kind of be a problem if you can't actually see where they're at. But nevertheless, look at the latest drop zone with this. So here's the latest observation, number 15. So they found 985 millibars, 29.09 inches of mercury right there. So yeah, because 440 feet below sea level. So at the surface, it's 985 millibars, as you can see. They haven't found anything stronger. Maximum sustained winds, I can actually come out here and find maximum sustained winds here. There's 60-mile-an-hour winds. This is to the northeast of the center of circulation. The northeast, the north quadrant is oftentimes the most intense quadrant of them all. 33 knots. You can look at all of these and find different drop zones. 50 miles per hour right there. Right here we found 77 miles an hour. 74. About 60. Oh wow. About 20. So nothing super interesting or crazy in terms of wind speed. That found 985 right there. 994. Doesn't tell me what the wind speed was. Tells me about 60. So looks like we're finding maximum sustained winds that I'm able to find according to the drop zones of about so there's 60 miles an hour. This one seemed, I think, was a little bit higher. I don't know. No, was it? I don't remember which one it was. Oh, what do we got going on down here? Bro, oh my gosh. One of my friends is asking me, what is it for? What is the Discord for? The Discord is so you can talk directly to the Hurricane Watch team, and we will walk you through every single storm that comes your way. Feel free to ask as many questions as you want. We will make sure you have as much information as you need to prepare for the storm. Okay, sorry about that. Crazy things can happen sometimes. Alright, let's get back into this. So, now I need to come here. What do we got? Oh, also, okay. Allow multiple missions at once. Wait. Food detection. Oh, that's food detection. Okay. And go to option. Okay, I got this. There's displayed. There's tools. Also go to options. I don't see where options are. I know it's right in front of me. Trust me. What is happening to my thing? That's the product information. Give me a second. I'm going to need to work on this. Great. Oh, fuck. This is so stupid. I don't know shit. Product. Presents. Products. Displayed. Guess what? I don't know where options are at. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna, move past this thing right here. So, just gonna go to this one right here. It's make my life a little bit easier and not make it so hectic. Why actually being this blurry? The 3D map thing. I mean, oh, not real Earth? Oh, okay. That's why. Oh. Whoa. That's flat. And allow multiple missions at once. Terrain can actually... Oh my goodness. Ocean's really become a lot darker than I remember it. What happened to Earth? It's just a white circle. Okay, let's not do that anymore because clearly mouse navigation, okay. This is actually dope. No, I don't. No one wants 3D. Let's make this. Okay, let's do. Is infrared a thing? Is it an option? No, that's cool. Oh my god, there's so much different infrareds. Like, okay, I can do. Oh my gosh. So this one's like. That's actually really cool. That's so freaking cool. Infrared rainbow hourly. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh wait, okay. Forecast cone of uncertainty. That's not much of a forecast cone, I'm gonna be honest. Should be up here. Okay, yes. There it is, sort of. That's where they think it's gonna go. It's actually really cool. Then select the missions you want to see in the missions tab for recon thing. Okay. So we want to see just mission 9, right? I think this one already happened. Pretty sure this one already occurred. Yep, that one definitely already occurred. Trying to figure out Discord, lol. So impressed with your efforts. You're the next Jim Cantori. Oh my god, I wish, but I don't think so. So download, what you do is you download Discord and you can set up you have to set up an account, and I'm pretty sure you can just click on the link I put in the Discord, in the chat, and it should send it, and it should send you right to it. If it doesn't, let me know, and I can help you with that. Thank you. I actually really appreciate that. That's really nice. Okay, it says actually really cool. And select the missions you want to see. Mission 8 and Mission 9. Well, I just want to see Mission 9. Yes. 985. People quit texting me. Oh my god. Okay, back to what I was saying. We have this that we're watching in terms of what we're looking at. But I mainly want to really focus on just kind of looking at the, we also are looking at the satellite imagery. I do like to want to know what they're saying in this one here. Because understanding the speed and intensity of how strong the storm will be is good in terms of understanding hurricane. So this is what the hurricane currently looks like at the moment. Okay. So I do want to just sort of talk about what we got with the hurricane right now. So I need to actually zoom in because it's hard for me to see what I'm pointing at. Oh shit, I can see an eye. There's an eye popping up on visible satellite. Oh, that's kind of scary. That is impressive. So, it's kind of scary. You just now noticed that you can kind of actually see an eye that has developed right in this area. You can see it right there. There's lots of convection blowing up around it, and it's starting to intensify a lot right now. The National Hurricane Center is saying that this should be undergoing rapid intensification very soon, if not already. So, rapid intensification is probably beginning to occur right now. We're starting to see an eye. We're starting to see a lot of convection wrapping around the center of circulation. We're really able to see that updraft in convection as it moves upward and then it spreads out. So that is something that's really, really impressive. Kind of scary too. So very scary to see that. So I actually want to go back to regular satellite imagery, Hurricane Ida, and just do visible satellite imagery. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Yeah, we really do appreciate the lovely comments. It means a lot to us. It kind of puts a smile on our face. So as you can kind of see, it is trying to create an eye, which kind of made me a little bit nervous because I'm like, that's kind of crazy. This is the infrared, so you can kind of see where that eye is developing. Where you can actually see there's some blues right in that eye, right there. It's very hard to see, but there's some blues which show a warmer cloud top temperatures, which means they're lower and closer to the ground. Once this clears out, this will be it'll be kind of gray on the inside, and it'll be very obvious that there is a very visible eye. But there you go. You can kind of see what seems to be an eye trying to develop in Hurricane Ida right there. Very, very impressive. Very, very extreme. Again, this is expected to become a major catastrophic category 4 hurricane upon landfall there in south central Louisiana. South central to southeast Louisiana. So, something we're really watching right here. Convection's really starting to build up. Flooding is just terrible. Okay, what do we got going on down here? I want to say exactly like Hurricane Laura. Oh, wow. That is... Let's go to Ida. That is just an impressive storm. Let's get a loop. Maybe it'll be faster than... It's incredible. It's a little bit glitchy, going to be honest. Let me see if I can get this FY4. Oh, I don't know what this particularly means, but this is in the storm that we are looking at right here. This is the latest satellite imagery. This is the infrared. This is what it... Okay, I thought that was infrared, to be honest. Maybe this is infrared. No, that is not. Maybe this is infrared. Okay, this is the infrared I was talking about. And this is also infrared. There's so many different types of infrared. Oh, this is also infrared, by the way. So I can kind of see where the storm is headed. And then this is also infrared. So you can clearly see where that center of circulation is at. Very, very incredible to see that. What do we got going on here? Do we have any comments, questions, or concerns in the chat? Love to see smiley faces. Love to see smiley faces. Okay. So, here is the storm, as you can see. So as you can kind of see, this is the storm. As you can kind of see the convection in that system. and you can kind of see it's trying to create and develop an eye. So the side of the storm is intensifying, and probably by 1 p.m. or 4 p.m. we'll definitely be dealing with a Category 2, and by this evening, I expect that later this afternoon into this evening, we will definitely be dealing with a major hurricane on our hands, and by early hours of the morning, we could be dealing with a Category 4 hurricane early tomorrow morning, which I am worried about. So, trying to give people the latest update, and it's very, very hard to just continue and keep giving these updates, and so it's not particularly hard, but it's just, you know, kind of consistent up into the storm. It's exhausting, I should say. Why does this not stay up with me? Okay. What got going on down here? Of course, we got more stuff. Okay. Okay, so this is currently what the satellite imagery looks like. So here's the hurricane force wind field. Here's the 50 knot wind field, I think, and here is the 34 knot wind field. So that's the tropical storm force wind field right now. 60 mile per hour wind field and 74 mile per hour wind field, and that's only going to grow as the storm continues to move northwest and makes landfall. Roughly like this. Something along the lines of that. So, what is this? Very, very interesting. So again, this, you know, is just something we gotta watch out for in the next several hours as this approaches. All right, we also need to be looking at radar because heavy rain and flooding is certainly going to be a problem with this storm. Let's see. Ooh, this is actually really cool. Radar, let's see. Mesocyclone detection. He's giving me so many different radar things. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, okay. More stuff. Alright, let me try to get this radar thing to work. Play above selection. I will say there's not much of a... Oh, I think it's... Hold on, let me try this again. Yeah, I think this is going to be the one that works the... Alright, that is going to work the best. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to work. What just happened? No, I'm not gambling. Crazy. Yeah, there's not much going on here. Yeah, clearly there's a problem there. Not many frames. How many frames can I get? Oh, wonderful. Let's get 40 frames. Make this a little bit more animated. What's 10 mean? Oh, I gotta click save settings. Okay. That's fine. There's just... Wait, hold on. Then they gave me even more imagery. So, honestly, right now, we just gotta watch what Hurricane Ida does. And it's very, very... We gotta watch it very, very carefully, because as you can see, there is currently an eye trying to develop. This is... a little quick. So, as you can clearly see, the eye is trying to develop as we speak right now. And this could be something very, very serious that we have to worry about in the coming hours, because this is going to really ramp up because that eye is developing. We're starting to see what we usually see with hurricanes that become catastrophic. So we can really start to see that eye beginning to develop. And I think in the next 3 to 4 hours, we're really going to see that eye open up. And the winds are going to ramp up. We're going to be 85, 95, 105, 115. Who knows? Maybe it's possible that by 7 o'clock we could be dealing with a 120 mile per hour hurricane. This thing could ramp up incredibly fast. And that's something that I'm afraid people just don't think is going to happen. I think people kind of underestimate these storms that take a little bit of time to develop. And then once they start developing fast, I think people will start to freak out and then get out of town when it's literally, almost quite literally knocking on their doorstep, trying to knock their door in. So this is something that... you know, you get these storms, they start to develop very a little slower, and then it gets in the Gulf, and it's like, oh, we're not seeing it developing. What if it doesn't develop as fast as they think it is? And boom, it ramps up to 130 miles an hour in 12 hours. Some hurricanes can ramp up incredibly fast, and it just scares people because they didn't expect it. And I think that's what we're going to see with Hurricane Ida right here as it approaches Louisiana tomorrow evening. So it's very sad, but that's kind of the truth that we're dealing with right now. That's what I think is going to happen, because already it's beginning to see it. We're beginning to see an eye at that last frame. You can see there's that eye developing right there, and that is the calmest area of the storm. So very, very, very sad. What is happening here? I have no idea what's going on here, but it is just a mess. Any comments, questions, or concerns, ladies and gentlemen? And we got poor. It looks absolutely fine. And we got... Nope, don't say a darn thing. I don't know why that happened, but it's okay. Okay. So this is what we're looking at still. Hurricane Ida. I pretty much don't have anything else to say, but we're going to look at the visible high-resolution satellite of Hurricane Ida right there. You can kind of see that eye popping out right there in the center. So as the eye and the storm begins to develop even better and easier over the coming hours, this is really going to begin to really develop and really ramp up really quickly. So just want to let people know that. Feel free to join our Discord. And with all that being said, I'm probably going to end this off here. Flooding, storm surge, tornadoes, hurricanes. Can I say this again? It's going to produce some up to 15-foot storm surge. It's going to produce heavy rain, 10 to 15 inches in south central Louisiana. It's going to produce isolated tornadoes in extreme east Louisiana into Mississippi and Alabama. And it's going to produce lots of flooding. Don't be surprised if we do get a major Category 4 hurricane making landfall. With that being said, that's going to be it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, and I'll talk to you guys at 1800 UTC. Peace out.